Hello one and all, and welcome back aboard the home of Hype Train Football Club. In what was our fourth competitive game of the campaign, we moved away from league action in East Berkshire Football League's Division 1, turning our attention to cup games as we began our Legea Ultimate 11 Challenge Cup journey on Saturday the 24th of October, making the trip out to the Emmbrook School to take on Wokingham Emmbrook's development squad, who were part of the newly formed EBFL Development Division. The Legea Ultimate 11 Cup features 16 teams from within the EBFL, with ourselves and Wokingham drawn alongside Chalfont St Peter's development squad and AFC Winkfield in Group C. Donning our navy blue home strip due to an injury for our regular custodian Jack Grosh in between the sticks, we relied on the talents of utility man Chris Marshall. Ahead of Marshall, Marin Pendoff and Martin King occupied central roles in defence, whilst Robert Austin and Rod Stevens started on the opposite flanks at fullback. A midfield trio of Sam Bolwell, Colin Zakemchi and Callum Fox-Spence were ever present and supported out wide by Jamie Carter and John Watkins, with Phil Newport in the thankless role of lone forward. On the substitutes bench for the occasion, Sammy Seville was joined by Denny Setiawan, Dom Clark and Owen Jones. Ready for kick-off? If you like the content we produce here at the Hype Train and at Hype Train FC, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button and check out our team on our dedicated website, hypetrainfc.com. It's the hosts that have the first chance of the game to open the scoring when they've got a corner that's floated into the middle of the goal. The ball eventually bobbles out to one of their players who flicks over the bar, keeping the score goalless. Next we have another Wokingham chance as we try to play the ball down the left field. Wokingham pinch the ball off of us and play in a central area. The number 10 feeds a forward who's able to turn onto his right foot and he strikes the crossbar, but it's unable to beat Chris for the opening goal. It's taken a while for the team to get into this one against a young, hungry team that are trying to run us down the channels. Chris eventually picks up the ball as we're able to string a few passes around the back, with Martin King eventually finding the ball at his feet. He turns and looks up and he tries to find Callum in midfield, but the ball bypasses him and goes straight to Jamie Carter. There's an overlapping run at left back and the ball's played into myself. I cut the ball back for Carter, who takes an instinctive shot from long out, but the goalkeeper does well to handle the ball.
Good ball, B.
As a literal train passes in the background with the team still looking for the opening goal, Wokingham's influential number 10 stands over the ball and he's able to whip the ball in, and the ball that eventually reaches in goes to the back post but is flicked wide. Playing out quickly from the back again, Wokingham form a nice little partnership as a 1-2 develops down the right hand side. Through my legs and down the wing, Wokingham's wingers have a chance to unleash a little cross into the box. The low effort falls into their forward but the shot is dragged. It's our turn to attack from the left hand side as we find Phil Newport from a throw in. Phil's able to turn onto his right hand side but the shot just goes over the bar. This time from the right hand side, Rod's able to pick out a ball for Phil Newport over the top, but the ball isn't central to goal. Phil doesn't lose hope of the cause though as he finds Jamie Carter eventually in the left midfield position. Carter takes one touch before crossing the ball. John Watkins is arriving at the back post but his header is downward and it bobbles wide. Midway into the first half and we're down the right hand channel again with Rod. Rod feeds in Phil Newport who's in a central position and he finds a 1-2 with John. Phil eventually gets the ball back as he's able to charge down the right hand channel, squaring up against one of the central defenders for Wokingham. Phil's able to turn up onto his left but nobody's in the box apart from Carter. The ball flashes across but Sam Bolwell picks up the ball and he's able to fire in at the back post for the opening goal. In this replay you see how well Phil does here to hold off the Wokingham defender using his strength before he's able to get in a low cross. Bolwell's instinctive run is his benefit here as he's able to get in a shot with his weaker left foot, meaning he's got goals in back-to-back weeks. Just moments after kick-off, Wokingham have an opportunity to equalise in the game as we're a little bit flat-footed here as we get robbed in the midfield. Wokingham's left-back picks up the ball and he strides on, he sets the ball and he delivers a shot from range and it cannons off the crossbar again before Marin and Collins are able to clear. From a dead ball situation, Martin King has an opportunity to launch a ball into the penalty area and it picks up Phil at the edge. Phil doesn't lose the cause here as he picks up the loose ball. He's got Carter in support and he opts for the cross himself. It flicks off a Wokingham defender's head and just in front of John, who's unable to find the touch for the second goal. Striding on in the first half, Jamie Carter and Phil Newport are able to connect as they find the feet of Sam Bolwell. Bolwell chips a little ball in, but Wokingham's defenders are able to clear well, but Collins is able to recover the ball. He tees up Bolwell, who's got Roddy on his right hand side, and he finds him. Roddy can return the ball to Bolwell, but he's got another opportunity here to lay the ball into Jamie Carter's feet at the edge of the box. Carter gets the ball onto his right and takes a shot. He's blocked as it comes out to John Watkins' feet again. He tees up Carter, and the second shot this time is saved well by the keeper. Inching closer to half-time, Marin Pendorf does really well here to shrug off the advances of a pressing Wokingham forward as his pass eventually finds the feet of Rod Stevens via way of a deflection. Roddy's had no press on him whatsoever, so he's striding on into the opponent's half. Eventually he picks Phil Newport out, who returns the favour with the ball, and Rod then finds Sam Bolwell. Bolwell looks up and takes a shot, but it falls straight out to Roddy, who then picks out Jamie Carter at the left hand side. Carter takes one touch and flashes an effort, and it loops over the right hand side of the bar. Jumping into second half action, down the left hand side, a throw-in's played to Dom Clark's feet, who's able to lob in across. Sammy Seville's running and chasing the effort as Rod Stevens is overlapping on the right hand side. Sammy sets Roddy, who takes one touch and delivers across into the box, with Phil Newport heading the ball, but the goalkeeper does well to hold. There's a lovely little bit of build-up here from the team as we're looking to advance on the left-hand side again, with Callum Fox-Spence doing really well to combine with Dom Clark. Dom eventually finds two players and turns back in. He finds Callum's feet as we're able to do a nice little bit of return football back to myself and then back into Callum. Callum then picks out Collins Akemchi, who does another nice little 1-2, which falls into Callum. Callum then strides on and beats a couple of defenders, and he's got a chance here to strike with his left-hand side, but his left-footed effort just goes wide. The team in this moment have a good opportunity in the second half to extend our lead as we're looking to get a bit of daylight between ourselves and our stubborn hosts. The ball is recycled to Wokingham's goalkeeper, who takes one touch and then he's able to get the ball out of his feet for a crossfield ball. The ball goes straight to their right back, and the wind unfortunately doesn't fall right for him as Dom Clark does well to press and intercept. Dom then flashes in across at the back post, and Sammy Seville touch takes it away from goal, with Sammy's effort dragged as we are agonisingly close to a second goal. It was Wokingham's turn to put a bit of pressure on our own goal now as one of their substitutes is able to stride on in midfield. There's a couple of interchanging passes between a few midfielders before the ball eventually falls out to one of their guys. They hit a shot at the edge of the box, but it falls out to Chris, who does well then to scramble the second. Sitting deeper and deeper as we're looking to preserve our clean sheet in the game, Callum has the ball at his feet, but he's hounded by two or three Wokingham players who eventually rob the ball from him. They do well to win the press and then get the ball into midfield again as their substitute winger gets the ball and he collects the ball from 25 yards out. He hits a shot again, but it cannons off the bar for the third time for Wokingham. Our goal scorer Sam Bolwell won't want to look at this highlight again as Rod Stevens flashes in a corner. Bolwell's about half a yard out as the ball hits his shoulder and goes over the bar to keep the game at 1-0. In the dying moments of the game, Wokingham are looking to still probe and prod at our defence, looking for a break in our line. We do well to intercept the ball here before Sam Bolwell has a 50-50 against a Wokingham player. He does well to win the challenge before teeing up Dom. Dom has an opportunity to find Danny Setioan's feet before Danny returns the favour and plays in Dom. Dom's got Akers to stride in as he flashes in across. That goes right to Owen Jones, but Owen's foot is about half a centimetre away from connecting with the ball. In a back and forth encounter on 4G conditions, we were able to hold out a very good and young Wokingham side to gain 3 points in Group C of our Legea Cup group stage, securing our second 1-0 win of the season in the process. The victory puts us in second place in the group, following on from Chalfont's dominant 6-1 victory over AFC Winkfield. A victory over Winkfield will see the Blue and Gold progress on to one of the semi-finals, pending that we're able to get the competition restarted in 2021. Make sure you join us next time out as we played our last competitive game of 2020 as we hosted Phoenix Old Boys in the first round of the Maidenhead Norfolkian Cup at Calcott Recreation Ground. Until next time, believe the hype.